Hey there. It's my second vlog post and this one's going to be hard. I've put off doing this for a couple of days now, knowing that I would need to do it, looking for the right time and the right way to do this. This one's going to be real and raw. My heart is pounding. So on Tuesday, which was June 1st, also known as Black Tuesday for other reasons, but yeah, it kind of fits here too. My relationship, my marriage came to an end. We'd had a counseling session that afternoon. It was scheduled. We've been having counseling sessions for a while, and it became clear. We got our clarity, the clarity I'd been asking for a long time. We got the unmistakable clarity mutually in that session that our relationship needs to come to an end. It's still hard to say. For those of you who know me, who know Robin, my husband, and I, you know that we've worked really hard for a really long time to work through some tough, gut-wrenching issues between us. We've had a lot of conflict. We've sought a lot of help. We've exhausted several marriage counselors and therapists and shamans and friends trying to reconcile our differences, and we finally had to face that we can't. And that hurts so bad because we've got a lot of love for each other. We've been together for almost 7 years, and we're coming up on what would be our second wedding anniversary on June 21st, summer solstice. We were married 2 years ago in Dallas City Park on summer solstice at 11:11 a.m., a time that was intentionally chosen. We had 4 officiants, my eldest son, our mutual life coach, our shamanic director, and our friend and playback director, all of who came, some from great distances, to celebrate our union. And we thought it would be for the rest of our lives. My second marriage and his third, and we thought our final. For reasons we didn't know that day, we wholeheartedly gave ourselves to each other that day. We didn't know that we would not be able to make it legal. We never turned in the marriage license because we uncovered some aspects of our relationship that needed to be resolved first, and we were not able to do that. And then we discovered some other issues that made it clear that we want a different kind of marriage than the other. I'm not going to go into all of those details in this vlog post. There are some aspects to our relationship that deserve being discussed together, and I'm hoping we can do that. I'm hoping that Robin and I can sit down together in front of this camera and publish some of the insides of this relationship that I believe require the two of us expressing it, that I believe the two of us need to share together, that I believe will help others who are also struggling. This pandemic is doing a lot of things. And this is, we're not breaking up because of the pandemic. We're breaking up because this pandemic is serving as a catalyst to force a lot of us to look at some deep unresolved issues. Robin is an amazing man. I knew that when I first met him back in 2013. We became a couple on winter solstice of 2013, December 20th. And we celebrated that couple anniversary for years, even though the winter is when I can sometimes go into, seasonal affective disorder, which can feel like depression because it's dark and it's cold and all the things, and because of what happens to me in the holidays, being disconnected from people I love. So we did a winter marriage. I'm sorry, we did a summer solstice wedding, so we would have a happy anniversary to celebrate. And Robin is an incredible person. I love him. I love him. He loves me. This is not about not loving each other. Oh God, no. This is about recognizing that the kind of relationship, the intimate relationship that I need and want and deserve, is not entirely compatible with the relationship that he needs and wants and deserves. And we tried so hard. We moved in together 6 months after we met, in love, excited, full of passion for each other. And we had to face some levels of reality that were painful, some healing he had yet to do, some healing I had yet to do. And after a year, we broke up and I moved out, and we stayed friends, and we tried to help each other get over each other, and it backfired. We were doing very meaningful things together. We were studying shamanism together. We were in playback theater, which is all about finding the deep story within you and sharing it on stage and in rehearsals. And we were bearing our souls to all kinds of people with each other. And it kind of backfired, and we got back into partnering. We didn't completely break the bond. We weren't supposed to, obviously. We had more work to do. And we did our best. We worked through some pretty heavy duty issues. I'm very consciously monogamous. I know that about myself. And I live in a world that wants to have more open relationships, and I can't go there, do that. The primacy of the intimate relationship is sacred to me. And I'm not going to apologize for that, and I shouldn't have to, and I can't, and I won't. But neither should he have to apologize for how he's wired and the explorations and the discoveries that he needs to make about himself for himself. And people, we have tried so hard for so long with so much help how to make that work together, where each of us could be who we are and celebrate the love we have for each other. All of our conflicts that we've had with each other. This was the epiphany I had today. Both of us kind of had it mutually, but I said it out loud. We've had so much conflict about so many seeming things, so many details, but we were having the same conflict over and over, and really at the root of it was my soul screaming, I need to be me. And his soul screaming, I need to be me. Both of us authentically, honestly, openly saying that, but with different words. We were saying it with language that was about how we defined a word or how we saw a particular issue. And we couldn't find common ground because it wasn't about those things. And it wasn't about how I was reacting to what he was telling me about what he needed. And it wasn't really about how he was reacting when he would get defensive about needing those things that gutted me, that didn't work for me. It wasn't about those things. It was about each of us saying, I need to be me. And oh God, that means we can't be ourselves together. It doesn't work, and that hurts. That hurts because I love that man. He's like family to me, and I'm like family to him, and we haven't known how to do this in a way that could honor each other and still be ourselves, so we tried. We tried to find that common ground, and damn, we did a good job. 7 years almost of being ourselves with each other, and he has held me while I cry over the pain that's caused by him wanting to be himself, and I've held him while he's cried. We've loved each other through a lot of stuff. It would be easier if he was an asshole or I was a bitch and we could just say, well, it's not working, and just leave. But you know what, folks? This is realer than that. This is both of us saying, damn it, I love you. I even like you. And it hurts that we can't be together and be who we are. It also hurts too, because you know what? Have you looked out there? Pandemics and riots and incompatibilities. Oh my. I'd rather have lions and tigers and bears, honestly. This pandemic right now means we're kind of all we got. For now, we have to love each other enough to let go of part of our relationship and remain friends who love each other so much that we're going to help each other uncouple. Right now, with things the way they are, with business the way it is, with the world the way it is, we've got to weather this part of the storm together, set each other free while remaining in the same house, love each other through this transition. We can't just pack up and move because neither one of us right now can afford to live somewhere else. Our combined forces require that we stay in place for now while we do this conscious uncoupling. It's a thing, it's a book. Gwyneth Paltrow talked about it, and here we are doing it. We're going to do the process. We're going to love each other through it. We're going to grieve together. We're going to cry together. We already have, oh God. We keep looking at each other and we start to cry and we hug, even though we know this is right. We're being very, very brave and very, very real, because this is what love does. Love doesn't pretend, and it doesn't hide, and it doesn't hold back, and it doesn't let makeup stay on your face. I was wondering why I was putting on mascara, because cameras, but okay. Oh, I've put off all day doing this, and I have to do it. Looking in my Facebook memories from 2 years ago, I was the woman who was painting these walls. You see these walls? The sage green, the lipstick red back there. I mean, who gets a landlord who says, oh, you're an artist, paint the walls? I've got electric aqua in one room down there, and then upstairs in the bedroom in my office, and there's saffron gold in the guest room. And this landlord who knew Robin years ago, Robin was the guy who worked on his house. He was a client. He said, sure, gut the basement, make this place your own. And we thought we'd be here together or somewhere. And it's not like I can imagine him not being in my life, you know? How do you amputate part of your family? I've had to do that, the amputation of family. I've had a lot of losses, but this is not me feeling sorry for myself, guys, okay? I mean, yes, I feel sorry for myself, but this is not that. This is me owning that it hurts to lose people. I want this man to be a part of my life, but I want it to be in a way that's healthy for him as he goes to whatever he finds with someone else. Still hurts to say that, but I want it for him. It hurts for me to know that I will go on because we both want a different kind of relationship with someone else that we wished we could have had together. We really did. We really wanted to have this together. And we love each other enough to let each other go. And help each other find what we both really need and want that we can't make happen together. And I will always love him and want him to have a place in my life that doesn't preclude me from having what I really want and need with someone who sees conscious monogamy the way I do. And that he can have what he needs, the connection he needs that allows him to have the outside close friendships that help him feel fulfilled in who he is. I can't ask him not to be that and to have that. And he can't ask me not to have the passion and the depth of one-on-one intimacy that I want and need. We've learned so much together. Oh my God. We've grown. He's had the spiritual growth that he's had, and I'll let him describe that on his own at some point. I will be interviewing him here. And I've learned how tenacious and strong I am, and that I deserve to have what I most need. We are some pretty amazing, big-hearted, grown-ass humans. I'm proud of us. And I'm grieving the loss of us in this way. We don't know how long we will need to remain in place in this house as not a couple, but as two people who love each other. That's hard. That's really hard to make that shift. But I think if anyone can do it, we can do it. And I'm going to keep showing up, being as real as I can. I'm going to keep showing up, teaching my paint parties, my art classes to people, doing creative work, doing all the things I need to do as I grow and heal. We're going to help each other heal because that's what we do. Because that's who we are. I keep getting the waves, the fear, the pain, the grief, the loss, the love, the excitement about what could come. It's all there. Big, messy, soggy, real, raw life. So I want to show you something, kind of exhibit A. The universe gives me signs and shows me things. It's meaningful, significant. I'm a meaning purpose junkie. Yeah, so let me show you something. One of the wedding gifts we got from one of our fellow shamans, Diana. Hi, Diana, if you're watching this. Nice to see you. She gave us this lovely basket of wine and wine glasses and Italian foods to make this Italian feast. And one of the things she gave us, the wine glasses were gorgeous red burgundy crystal goblets that kind of matched the couch. We didn't know that would be a thing, but and the wall behind me, matching. I'm an artist. I love color. Anyway, the glasses broke. I replaced some with some other versions that I found in a thrift store because I love thrift stores. And there was one surviving glass, red cut glass, wine glass. And I had it on this coffee table that everything is sitting on here, my drum coffee table with elephant hide. It was on there, and after our session where we realized on Tuesday night that our relationship was going to have to end, and now what? How do we do this? And we'd had dinner, and we were snuggling on the couch, comforting each other. And I had my feet up on the couch, and I stretched my leg out, and I knocked over the empty wine glass. And it broke, and I want to show you. Let me reach it. I want to show you how it broke. I've never seen this happen before. So the wine glass was like this. It had a chip in it, just a chip, but it wasn't broken. And when it fell over, it didn't even, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen yet. I want to still show it whole. It tipped over and it cracked in half. I've never seen a glass crack into just two pieces, no fragments of glass otherwise, just two pieces. Two pieces with a clean cut. You see that? Just no other shattering, no, I've never seen that. And it caught my attention. Blood red, heart red color. Shattered in two pieces. And maybe I'll glue it back together as a sort of symbolic thing. Maybe we'll bury this as part of our ceremony of conscious uncoupling. I don't know. But it got my attention, so I wanted to share it. I don't know how to wrap this up. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do any of this except to do it. Like I've done everything in my life. I just do the thing I don't know how to do. I let life show me. I jump off cliffs. I'm sure this topic will come up again. I'm going to talk as I vlog about whatever's most alive in me. I spent the whole day yesterday breaking down in tears over and over, and there were some tough things that happened, not just about this. There's some other things happening that I'm going to vlog about here shortly. I think I'm going to make it a separate vlog post because it deserves its own focus. I don't know what's falling apart in your own life. This is a time of things getting real, of things coming into sharper focus, of getting clarity about what works and what doesn't work. Time is short, guys. We don't know what's going to happen next. None of us do. It's unknown. We don't know if we're going to get riots happening in our town. We don't know what's going to come from all of that. We don't know what's going to happen with this upcoming election. What's going to happen to this nation? Is this nation going to survive? Are we going to survive? Are our relationships going to survive? Is life as we know it, as we've known it, going to survive? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. And if anybody tells you they do know, they're lying to you. They're fabricating something. They're selling something. It's time to let go of everything we think we know and say, show me. It's time to surrender to life. It's the surrender experience. It's not just a surrender experiment. It's a surrender experiment, a surrender experience. I flubbed that, and I'm not going to edit it. What is life asking you to surrender to? What do you need to face? What do you need to feel? What do you need to own that you haven't wanted to because it hurts? This hurts, okay? This hurts. It's probably going to keep on hurting. I'm going to let it hurt. I'm going to feel every feeling that rises up in me. I'm committed to that. Life is not about getting to feel better. Life is about getting better at feeling. I'll say that again. Life is not getting to feel better. Life is about getting better at feeling. So feel that thing. Say that thing. Have that hard conversation. Get honest, radically honest with yourself, with the people in your life, about your relationship, about your life. I'm not calling for people to go get divorced, to break up. I'm talking about getting real with yourself, whatever that means. Look at your bucket list. What does it say? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to experience? What's calling for you to get real between you and you, to get aligned with you inside out, and then whatever is aligned with you will align with you, will meet you, because that which you are seeking is seeking you. And there's no way to do that without pain. There's no way to do that without facing parts of yourself you'd rather not look at. There's no way to do that without tears, without heartbreak. But you know what? The heart that breaks open, that shatters, whether it's 2 pieces or 1,000,000, the heart that breaks open, when it comes back together in healing, it's going to be enlarged by the scar tissue. And then you can love more lavishly than you thought you could before. That's a promise. I've experienced it. This is not my first heartbreak, and it's not going to be my last. You know, because the relationship you have with everyone, whether it's your spouse, your partner, your parents, your children, your friends, you know what? They're going to come to an end in this lifetime. Whether you break up or divorce or someone dies, and we all die, those relationships are going to end one way or another. Unless you can work out some kind of contract where you end up like in the Notebook where you die in each other's arms. Sign me up for that, please. Unless you can negotiate that, there's going to be a tremendous loss. Love and grief are flip sides of the same coin, 2 halves of the same glass. You're going to have heartbreak. You don't get the promise that you're going to get to feel better, but you can work on getting better at feeling. Every emotion, open up your arms and your heart and say yes. Yes to the pain. Yes to the grief. Yes to the joy. Yes to the love. Yes to the passion. Yes to the fear. Yes to all of it. The anger, that too. I'm sure I'm going to get pissed off at some point in this process. This relationship ending and this life and everything else. Say yes to everything. Inside of you, inside of me right now, there's a little person, a little you, a little me that's feeling so hurt. Yesterday, I had to feel the part of me, a little girl in me that feels so scared. She doesn't feel safe. Her belief is she's not safe. I had to hold her yesterday. I had to hold the part of me that feels sad. I'm grateful that I'm going through this with a man who can show up and literally hold me while we cry together. I want to do an exercise with you right now. Whatever you're feeling, okay, I'm going to put my feet on the floor. I'm going to get grounded. So the way this works is you put your hands on your heart. Get my hair out of my way. And I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm going to visualize little me. So do the same. Visualize little you at some age where you were so innocent, so open, so trusting. I see me at about age 5. I've got a picture of me that I can visualize right now. Little me with wide-eyed wonder. I'm going to ask you to ignore the demon-infested cat that's probably going to keep ripping through the house. So ignore that. We'll call that the shadow. Visualize yourself when you were little, and I want you to feel what most wants to be felt by that little child. It could be fear. It could be anger. It could be grief. Something. And I want you to talk to that little child. I'm going to talk to mine to inspire you. And then you can do this on your own. I'm going to talk directly to her. So I'm going to do that right here in front of you. And you can do your version of this when you're ready. I hear you. I'm here with you. I know you're sad. I know you're really scared. I know right now you don't feel safe and you feel alone. I know that's so hard to feel all that. I'm going to be here with you while you feel it. I'm going to hold you and feel it with you. I'm going to stay with you until the feeling lifts. You're not alone. I'm here. I'll stay with you as long as you need me to. I love you. I won't ever leave you nor forsake you. I will not abandon you. You're safe with me. So That's what you do. You talk to your own little you. You feel the feelings that come up and you name them for him or her because they don't know how to do that. So we do that for them. Because their little child in you is stuck in time, feeling these things and overwhelmed. And they repressed them. And now that they're coming up because you, the adult, can feel those things that little you could not. And this is how you heal. This is one of the tools that you can use. But this is how we heal, by feeling what we could not feel when we were so little that it terrified us. So when you're triggered and when you feel these things, it's because little you is begging you to feel them for them. So do that. There have been days lately and in the past when I do this a lot, all day. Yesterday was one of those days, and obviously right now. So that's my gift to you, from me, for me, a takeaway. And whatever you're going through, there's another side to this. This too shall pass. But it doesn't pass just because time passes. It passes because you take the opportunity to do your healing for yourself. No matter what, you're worth it. I'm worth it. I think that's enough. Thank you for being here, for watching this, for going through all of it with me if you stuck with it. And I'll see you next time.